It's only the second month of the year, but there is so much positives to warm our hearts. So let's count down on the top 5 positives of this month. Here are the top 5 positive news stories of February 2021. Before we begin, please show us some love by liking our video, subscribing to our channel and hitting the bell icon to receive notifications for upcoming positive listicle videos. Number 5. A Spanish town is pioneering the doll making industry by creating dolls with Down syndrome. For many of us, playing with dolls was a normal and very important part of our childhood. However, a lot of the time, diversity in dolls was not something that was prioritized. The town of Onil in Spain has changed the lives of children everywhere by making dolls with Down syndrome. The town, home to around 7,500 people and 38 toy makers, made headlines across Spain last year after a local collection of 4 dolls with Down syndrome won the country's much coveted Toy of the Year prize. The dolls, 2 boys and 2 girls of varying skin colors, were rolled out by toy maker Miniland. The dolls are intended for all children, not just those with Down syndrome. This realization that play can be a valuable tool in shaping how children think has sent toy makers around the world scrambling to better capture the rich diversity of the world around us, and the Spanish town of Onil is surely pioneering that cause. Number 4. Basketball royals Steph and Ayesha Curry have quietly provided 15 million meals during the pandemic. Steph Curry may be one of the greatest shooters in NBA history and treated as basketball royalty, but he's also a generous supporter of charities lifting up folks in need. Last summer, as COVID-19 pandemic stalled the economy, leaving many out of work, he and his wife Ayesha launched Eat, Learn, Play, a foundation that helps families struggling to put food on the table through donations to the Alameda County Community Food Bank and the Oakland, California school system. Since then, the initiative has expanded exponentially. After joining forces with the world-renowned chef Jose Andres, founder of the non-profit disaster relief group World Central Kitchen, Steph and Ayesha's foundation has gone from serving 4,000 meals a week to 300,000 meals. In total, more than 15 million meals and counting have found their way to those in need. But more than just serving up meals, Eat, Learn, Play is also giving the local economy a much needed financial shot in the arm. About $20 million that has led to the rehiring of more than 900 Oakland restaurant workers. World Central Kitchen's restaurant operations lead Anna Shova said that it's like we are feeding the restaurants to make sure they can feed the community. Steph Curry plans to continue his good work through Eat, Learn, Play and continues to be an inspiration on and off the court. Number 3. With a natural disaster in Texas, this furniture store owner heroically offers his store as shelter again. Texas has seen more than its fair share of weather-related calamities. When this winter storm Uri took out the power grid, leaving the state in shambles, one valiant businessman stepped up to make sure his Houston neighbors would have a place to shelter from the cold. Over the course of a 72-hour period, Jim Mattress Mac McInvale opened 2 of his gallery furniture locations as impromptu warming stations. According to the store's website, Mattress Mac and his crew provided 3,000 plus meals and overnight accommodations to more than 700 members of the Houston community. But this isn't Mattress Mac's first storm-related rodeo. In 2005, he welcomed refugees from Hurricane Katrina, and in 2017, he gave succor to victims of Hurricane Harvey. While the store has a diesel-run generator to provide electricity, with only a single functioning water pipe, plumbing became a critical issue. Ensuring COVID-19 protocols were followed added another layer of complexity to the situation. McInvale and his staff rose to the occasion, rigging a solution to meet the plumbing demand and also ensuring that once visitors were wearing masks, they observed proper social distancing before setting in to fill up on warm meals, watch some TV and get some much needed rest. For anyone who'd like to help an angel out, McInvale has set up a GoFundMe campaign to help alleviate the ongoing storm-related impact on his community. Number 2. 70-year-old grandpa becomes oldest person to row across the Atlantic, and he raised over £1 million for Alzheimer's. A 70-year-old grandfather has successfully rowed a boat unassisted across the entire Atlantic Ocean, and he did it for others. As part of a challenge to raise money for research on Alzheimer's treatments, Frank Rothwell dedicated the extreme feat to his brother-in-law Roger, who succumbed to the disease during Frank's crossing. A little more than £1 million was raised by almost 10,000 different donors, including a doubling of the first £500 from Iceland Foods Charitable Foundation. Requiring 18 months of hard training, the entire row took 8 grueling weeks for Rothwell to travel from La Gomera in the Canary Islands on December 12th to the finish line 3,000 miles away in Antigua on February 6th. In a statement, Hilary Evans, Chief Executive of Alzheimer's Research UK, said, "We are honoured to have such amazing support from Frank. His courage and determination helped him to complete his epic challenge and raise £1 million for dementia research. The amount will be a huge benefit to the groundbreaking research conducted by Alzheimer's Research UK as they continue their mission to bring about life-changing treatments for people affected by dementia." Number 1. Scientists have a genius way to turn face masks into roads. The idea of billions of people going through few masks a week during this pandemic definitely rings alarm bells. But a team of researchers in Melbourne, Australia may have the solution. They've discovered that adding millions of discarded face masks to road paving mixtures would actually lower the cost of the road while diverting billions of them from landfill. Just 1 kilometer of road would need 3 million masks, and the polypropylene plastic used to make single-use surgical face masks also increase the flexibility and durability of the road. G. Lee and other scientists of Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology and Melbourne Technical College published a paper stating that if the percentage of damaged roads in Washington state were repaired with the RCA mask mixture, it would reuse nearly 10 billion masks, sparing American landfills hundreds of millions of tons of trash. With 6 billion masks being used every day, this genius breakthrough is just the positive we need. Multiply the positivity by sharing these sweet stories with your friends on social media. Like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming Positive Listicle videos.